What's up? I'm back, kind of. How's it going, peeps? Why is this not showing? Hold on. It's like riding a bike, guys. Oh, that's why. There we go. Hey, little spoiler as to what we're doing today. We're just gonna be doing some world building stuff for D&D, and some TaleSpire. I know that's what we usually do on Saturdays, and it's been quite a while. So, probably should give you folks what you expect here on Saturdays. Let's get some music. I think we're gonna do TaleSpire music for this because we won't get copyright struck. I think that's the safest bet. So how is everyone or anyone? Let me back off the mic a little bit because I'm like red. There we go. That's a little better. And there, now we have music. Let me change this to windowed mode and then minimize it. There we go. Now it's out of my way. Now I can see what we're doing. What's happening? I want windowed mode. Keep. There we go. Okay. And then minimize. Okay. That was weird. So, hi. It's been a bit. We are, my computer, died. Essentially. Hold on. So I didn't know what was wrong with it for like 2 months. I thought it was one thing, and I tried fixing that one thing and it didn't work. So we tried 2 other things that didn't work and that were kind of expensive. And then I circled back to the first thing. I was like, wait a minute. If none of these other 2 things are working, it's gotta be this thing. And lo and behold, it was the first thing. It was just we're working with a flawed set of variables. So that was fun. But we're back up. We're running. I did a test stream this morning. Just played some music for about an hour, give or take. And I had no dropped frames. I had no issues. So, and we're running on Wi-Fi, which I know is not recommended for streaming. It's recommended to have a hard Ethernet connection, but my Ethernet connection on my computer has gone stupid. Like, I ran every possible troubleshooting I could for it. Nothing worked. So, oh, I can see I've got, hold on. I can see TaleSpire hiding in the background there. Just hiding. Let me hide that for a second. Oh, I'm going to have to adjust that too. Let me do that first. There. Because we're going to want it like that. And then we'll hide it. All right. So, that's what's been up with me. Last I left you guys, I was about to go on vacation, which I did. But before I went on vacation, the computer died. So that was a little bit of an extended stay of extension, I guess, if that phrase makes any sense. And if I sound a little under the weather, it's because I feel a little under the weather. Nothing too serious. It's just the weather in Chicago has been insane. It's been fluctuating from freezing to moderate to freezing to moderate, just up and down like crazy. So my sinuses are done. They can't even. They are done. So I am drinking a massive thing of tea. I call this Big Steve. This is my Big Steve, and I will be drinking of Big Steve throughout the stream. Big Steve is my savior. I have accepted him as my one true savior because I tell you what, I had a Big Steve of tea last night when things were their darkest. And man, oh man, did Big Steve come through for me. I feel much better today. Last night was not good, but today I'm much better. So, what are we doing today? We're making some new creatures. I've been doing some. Oh, I have my notes right here. Cool. I've been doing some meditation on D&D, trying to come up with some new cool ideas that I can toy around with and build for 5th edition. And one thing that came to mind that I'm really interested in is on the subject of living spells, which exist in D&D. There's a number of them, but they're all big, nasty spells, higher level spells-ish. Lightning bolt's what, 3rd? I think so. It's at level 3 that the spells start to get right. There's not that there aren't good 2nd and 1st level spells or even cantrips, but on that subject of are my ear pads getting chroma keyed? Slightly. Anyway, I got new ear pads for my headphones. New fancy teal ones. Oh yeah, they're definitely getting chroma keyed. Oh man, I probably should have thought that through when I chose the color. Anyway, I digress. Living spells. I thought, why not living cantrips? I mean, they would be really low level creatures, right? They would be, little piddly creatures that you don't really have to worry about. Creatures that in fact could probably be familiars, right? So that's the plan today. I have a handful of ideas for living cantrips, and I've limited it to specifically wizard cantrips. But I thought of living minor illusion, which I think would be really cool. Living mage hand, which might be broken. It depends on what we do with it. And living dancing lights, which I think would be really cool. I thought about maybe doing the light spell, but you need to be able to cast the light spell on something. It needs a target, so I don't think light would really work. So dancing lights is probably the best choice for that sort of thing. So it's those 3 that I'd like to, eventually have done. We're probably going to start on one today. The one that has me most interested right now is living minor illusion, because it's got I have some ideas on it, but we'll see what we can do here. Minor illusion. Let's take a look at the spell minor illusion. It's a cantrip, obviously. Lasts for a minute. That's obviously not going to apply. A 5-foot square, that's not going to apply. It's probably going to be smaller than that. It's definitely going to be like a 1 foot by 1 foot area. That's sort of the trade-off. You can't do larger, medium-sized objects. You can only do tiny. It can only be tiny objects. Components don't apply. It is a living illusion, sure. There's no damage. See, that's one of the other things that I wanted to... I kept in mind when choosing what cantrips to do. You can't really do one that does damage, right? These are all going to have some sort of attack. Something. They might not necessarily do damage, but they might have an effect. So, the notes I have here from minor illusion... this one does do damage. All right, well, that's fine. It does a little bit of damage. So, that's also part of the trade-off. All right, so let's finish with the spell, and then we'll move on to what I have, my ideas for the living minor illusion. Create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast the spell again. That obviously doesn't apply because it's just going to be a permanent living minor illusion that just follows you around. If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, a beating of drums, or any other sound you choose. The sound continues unabated throughout the duration, or you can make discrete sounds at different times before the spell ends. As far as sound goes, It's very specific that you can either do an image or a sound. And I think the way we'll work that into the living minor illusion is just have it so that you choose on your turn. Like, as a bonus action, you can have it become one of those things. Like, maybe move it up to its speed and either become the illusion of a tiny object or creature. It can be a tiny creature. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess it is specifically object. So no, it can't be a creature. It has to be an object. Okay. That actually makes things a little interesting. So yeah, I mean, this could prove to be like a very annoying familiar. Like, it's just the sound of applause. Like, you just have it as the sound of applause for a minute. It probably won't be as loud as the regular minor illusion. It's probably a range of like everyone within 10 feet can hear it. I think that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, sure. If you create an image of an object such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. Yeah, I think much of that is going to be the same except for the size. It can only be 1-foot cube. And again, it can't create light, smell, or any other sensory effect. And yeah, of course, physical interaction is going to be like, oh, here's a goblet. Oh, it's not real. If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine it is an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. If a creature discerns the illusion for what it is, the illusion becomes faint to the creature. So the sound becomes fainter, or the image becomes translucent. The DC will be 10, because that's one thing that I've seen with all the other familiars. Their save DCs are like baseline. They're all very, very low for any effect that they have. So yeah, the DC to tell the intelligence investigation DC would only be a 10, which yeah, I mean, that's the standard for familiars. So why change that? Oh, I should have gotten my DMG out. Oh, it's behind the green screen. I'll do it. I might do it during break. Or I might just bring it up here because I have it all up here on D&D Beyond, so why not? So yeah. Oh, you might also notice a change in the layout. I don't have my rain and cherry blossoms background anymore. Well, I do have it. It's still on there. I just turned it off. Because this is just a little bit more. You can see the full screen. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, that all sounds pretty good, and I think we can definitely work with that. Let's look at a living spell. Let's look at the lowest level living spell we can, which I think is living burning hands or lightning bolt. We'll go with burning hands. I think that's 2nd level. I don't remember. Anyway, living burning hands. Medium construct, unaligned. Armor class of 15. Okay, natural armor. That's probably not going to be a holdover. They're probably not going to have high armor classes. Well, that's interesting. So you can interact with the living minor illusion enough to kill it, because it is living. So in theory, it can die. So it will need to have hit points in an armor class. Okay. We'll see. We'll take a look at some familiars and see what they have. 15 hit points, average, speed of 15, fly speed of 25. Speed of 25, fly speed of 25. Yeah, I mean, we can give the living minor illusion a fly speed. Why wouldn't? I mean, it's a spell. I mean, yeah, sure. I don't see why not. +1 to initiative. Stats, your average, below, and some below average stuff. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. That's interesting. Maybe that's something to consider. It's immune to fire. That makes sense, but not so much for our minor illusion. It's immune to blinded, charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, poisoned, and prone. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff to be immune to. And I think those are just basically construct immunities, which we'll keep. Dark vision 60 feet. Sure. Why not? Passive perception, that'll vary. Challenge rating of 1. We'll take a look at the other familiars and see what their average challenge rating is. And it has a +2 proficiency bonus, which I guess will change depending on how we build it. It has the traits Amorphous, which sounds very good for the minor living minor illusion, and magic resistance, which I'm assuming, yeah, I mean it would. It has actions. It can do magical strike, which deals some fire damage to a melee target, or spell mimicry. Living spell unleashes a thin sheet. Oh, it just mimics. It mimics the burning hands. Okay, that's interesting. Do all living spells have spell mimicry? Let's take a look at living lightning bolt. Ooh, it does. Okay. Wow, 8d6. That's a lot of damage. All right. So that's something to consider. It has to have to be truly a living spell. It has to have the spell mimicry, or else what are we doing? What are we even doing here? Yep, spell mimicry. I guess that's fine. Let's take a look at some familiars and see. Monsters. Okay. So one of the ones I looked at, let's look at Pseudo Dragon first, and specifically the familiar variant. So, okay, he's got 2 different actions. He's got 4 traits. It's got a fly speed of 60. What's the CR? 1/4. Okay. All right. Armor class of 13. Sure. 7 hit points. Sure. Okay. Cool. And it's got a sting and a bite. And the sting... Oh, that one has a DC 11. All right. So maybe DC 11 is the baseline that we want for our abilities that require a save. Just take a look at the Gazer. All right. Gazer has DC 12. Interesting. So this one is a little more... Oh, wow. And it's got it's got a lot of stuff. Ooh. It can move up to its speed toward a hostile creature that it can see as a bonus action. Wow. Mimicry. Yep. Mimic simple sounds of speech it has heard in any language. See, yeah, this one has a successful DC 10 Wisdom Insight check. Okay, so I guess it varies, the DCs. 10 to 12, I guess, depending. Let's take a look at the Imp. Okay, so we're probably going to want to give it the trait Familiar, I'm noticing. Or maybe not. Only the Imp Familiar has... Does the Pseudo Dragon? Oh, Pseudo Dragon has it. Can serve another creature as a familiar, forming a magic telepathic bond that willing companion. While the two are bonded, the companion can sense what the Pseudo Dragon senses as long as, okay, within 1 mile of each other. While the Pseudo Dragon is within 10 feet of the companion shares the Pseudo Dragon's magic resistance trait. Oh, that's neat. At any time and for any reason, the Pseudo Dragon can end its service as a familiar, ending the telepathic bond. Oh, okay. Oh, weird. So this is like not like a find familiar thing. This is just like, oh, you've helped out the Pseudo Dragon and it decides to become your familiar. Interesting. All right, so I guess we don't necessarily need that, because this is just the living spells. Those are just something that's going to be an option for the find familiar spell. It's like you have the option to get a living cantrip. So yeah, we don't necessarily need the familiar trait. Quasit. Let's see. It also has the familiar thing. It also has magic resistance. Shape changer, sure. It has claws, bite, scare, and invisibility. Wow. Alright. Armor class 13, hit points 7. Speed of 40 feet. No fly speed. Well, it doesn't have wings. It stands to reason. It has poison. DC 10 con save against the poison. And the scare is a frightened condition. DC 10 wisdom save against the frightened condition. Huh. Okay. Interesting. That gives us a little bit. Legati. We can look at Legati. Legati is a little underbuilt. Not a whole lot going on with Legati. It's Cthulhu Straub's familiar. It's been forever since I watched Acquisitions Incorporated. It's been forever. But yes. All right. So with that, I think what we want magic resistance, because I'm noticing a lot of the familiars have magic resistance, so it's going to have magic resistance. It's going to have Amorphous. It's going to have spell mimicry. And I wrote down some notes for the specific ones of some abilities that they could have. So Living Minor Illusion, it would have a trait Hide in Plain Sight, which is basically because it just looks like an object sitting on a table or a rock sitting in the road, that kind of thing. False Appearance, I guess you could do either or. You could either do Hide in Plain Sight or False Appearance, right? It's just, I think having them both would be just overkill. You don't need both of them. It'd be one or the other. Invisibility. Sure. If it's just a sound, sorry if I'm going to be coughing and clearing my throat a lot. As I said, I have a sinus thing right now. But yeah, I mean, if it's just a sound, it's going to be invisible. And if it just sounds like a bird singing, I guess we can put that. It has to exist. It has to exist somehow. It can't just be nothing. It can't be like invisible and inaudible. It has to either be visible or audible, right? And if it's audible, then it's not visible. If it's visible, it's not audible. That kind of thing. So I guess that's going to be the very weird, like special condition for its invisibility. Like it can be invisibility, but it will be a sound. You can make it some sound that blends in with the other sounds, like birds. Like just put it up near the roof, right, and just make it sound like birds. And then it can look down and you can see through its senses. Yeah, that's kind of neat. And for its attack, I have a daze attack, so that it strobes through a bunch of forms, like really fast in front of somebody. And it's a daze attack. It's intelligence save. DC 10 I have just written down as a placeholder. It might change. Excuse me. For a D4 psychic damage, and they are I guess, is dazed a condition anymore? I always forget. Is it dazed or stunned? Oops. Conditions. Compendium. Conditions A through Z. Blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, grappled, incapacitated, invisible, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, stunned, unconscious. So I guess, stunned is a lot. It's incapacitated. That's a big one. So I guess dazed, they don't have dazed specifically, but they have sort of the mechanic of dazed in 5th edition, which is also, I think, slow. It's also under the slow spell, so it's essentially like dazed or slow. So if they fail their save, the DC 10 intelligence save, they take a D4 psychic, and on their next turn they can only take either a bonus, a move, or an action. They can choose. That sounds pretty good. Sure. I mean, the DC is so low that, and I mean, we could like bump it all the way up to 12, and it would probably still be fine. Because DC 12, in my experience of running D&D, a DC 12 save succeeds most of the time, unless it's against something that the character is woefully understated in. And you know, intelligence is not a hey, Dr. Sartre, welcome for the first time. We're talking some world building, monster building in D&D 5th edition. We're trying to make a living cantrip, specifically living minor illusion. All right, so let's needed some noise, finishing touches on characters and stuff. Sweet, cool beans. All right. So let's create a monster. We've created a monster. And we're going to look for living... Shoot. Whoa. Oh, my... There. That's... My speaker was still on. I don't know why. Using him today, actually. Oh, nice. Nice. Tyrund Stymir Moore. Nice. Tiefling? Sounds like a tiefling name. That's my guess. It's a tiefling. It's just my preconception. Oh, half giant. All right. Let me see here. So we're gonna go with. Should we use a living spell as a template, or should we use a familiar as a template? Let's use a living spell. Let's use living burning hands. Create. There we go. And this is going to be living minor illusion. Version whatever, 0.1, whatever. It is a construct, yes. It is tiny. It is unaligned. Its challenge rating is going to be 1/4. Custom homebrew race made by the DM. Oh, large creatures. Nice. Do you have to do like large weapon shenanigans, like two-handed weapons or one-handed weapons for you? That kind of thing? Or do the damage dice scale? Nice. That is a sip from Big Steve, my big old thing of tea, because my body needs it. Okay, so we have Amorphous. That's good. We want that. We want magic resistance. And I guess we want false appearance. I use a large maul, which does 46, but medium weapons are one category lower. I physically cannot use a light weapon. It's just like a toothpick. It's like yeah, exactly. Nice. That's cool. Let's see. All right. It's false appearance. All right. While the living minor... Whoa. I can spell. Hold on. Who's Eon? I weigh 3,200 pounds and can carry 590 pounds. Damn. While the living minor illusion is stationary, it is indiscernible. Whoops. from, I think I misspelled indiscernible from that red outline. Oh, Ibble, not Obble. Indiscernible, not indiscernible. Tyrant is half storm giant. Nice. Raised by dwarves. Is he a rune knight? That would be just layers of flavor upon flavor. While the living minor illusion is stationary, I don't know why I put a period there. Cleric of the Ford. Ooh, that's also very good. I don't know why I put a period there. That's more of a comma situation. It is indiscernible from a normal stationary and how do I word this? The DM, the beautiful dumbass, gave us 4 uncommon magic items, so my large hammer is made of his metal black iron. Ooh, nice. While stationary and appearing as an object, impersonating an object. Yeah, impersonating an object or sound. It is indiscernible from a normal object or sound unless interacted with or heard within 10 feet. Heard by a creature within 10 feet. The creature gets a its intelligence and we want parenthesis bracket skill and bracket investigation bracket and skill end bracket end parenthesis. Black iron explodes on anything harder than it and magic metal, so your boy gets to add another 46 fire damage, and sure I take some of the damage myself, but hey, yeah, worthy cause. Gets a intelligence. I think we want an N in that word. An intelligence investigation check. Oh wait, how do they do this? Oh, okay, I see. Named this hammer, which also doubles as his smithing tools. Stormerkrasa. Wait, I gotta say that in an epic voice. Hold on. It's time for epic voice.
Stormerkrasa. Is that coming through? Stormerkrasa.
Maybe. I can't tell. I can't hear the filters on my end. Oh, I gotta stir this. He has a smaller smithing hammer that he uses as a spell focus. Oh, nice. Eldingaldar. Nice. Gotta stir Big Steve. I put, some would say, too much honey in Big Steve. I would argue it's just the right amount of honey. Okay, so the creature gets an intelligent. Am I building myself a box here in which I will die by my wording, with my wording here? While the living minor illusion is stationary and impersonating an object or sound, it is indiscernible from a normal object or sound unless interacted with or heard by a creature within 10 feet. The creature can, because it's not inherent. It doesn't automatically. Like if they, well, or is it? 15 feet tall, so he has a ring of shrinking, which makes him 10 feet. Hlauperringer. Hlauperringer. I don't know if the H is... Or is it just Lauperinger? The creature can attempt an intelligence investigation check. DC 10 to recognize the illusion for what it is. Still has to learn a lot to enter homes. Finally, boots of Elvenkind, just so he doesn't... Oh, yeah, good call. Usually the rogue just is like automatic, I get the boots of Elvenkind. It's like, you don't need any more help, dude. Pagjana Stup. Or Pagiana Stup. Nice. DC 10 to recognize the illusion for what it is. Once... Here, let me see how they word it here. Once discerned, it becomes faint to the creature. Okay. Storm Shatterer, Lightning Spell, Shrinking Ring, and Silent Step. Oh, nice. Okay. While the living minor illusion is stationary and impersonating an object or sound, it is indiscernible from a normal object or sound unless interacted with or heard by a creature within 10 feet. The creature can attempt an intelligence investigation check, DC 10, to recognize the illusion for what it is. Once discerned, the illusion becomes faint to the creature. Okay. Got it. So, yeah. If it's excuse me, if it's sitting on a table, and really, I guess it's just up to RP at that point. Like, you make it look like something that's supposed to be on the table. Chances are they're not going to question it. But if it looks like something weird, or I don't know, out of place, then they might wait, or, if it's their table and they know what's on their table and it's something that's not normally on their table, they're going to question it and get that investigation check. Or if they hear sound, if they're within 10 feet and they hear the illusory sound, they're going to recognize it as false. He's a big old lug. He has three dads, the Tri-Kings of Dwarven kind. He makes them gifts often. His feelings are easily hurt, and if you say something mean, he will cry. Nice. That's cool. All right, so we gave him that. Invisibility, I guess we're going to make that a conditional thing, like we said. He's a golden retriever in terms of personality. Nice. So the day's attack. So magical strike. I guess we can just name that. Just leave it magical strike. Spell mimicry though. Can we really do that? Because it's just inherently. I guess they won't. I guess living cantrips won't have spell mimicry because they are inherently mimics of the spell. right? I mean, they don't deal damage in their, you know, their normal iteration. You know, minor illusion doesn't deal damage. So I guess it won't have, I guess they won't have spell mimicry. But I can rephrase I can rephrase the day's attack to magical strike. And that way it'll feel like, you know. So yeah, so we can get rid of spell mimicry. That we don't need. Magical strike, it's going to be ranged. Carries his belongings in a net on his back, includes a keg of gunpowder. That's not safe. Barrel of iron is 2 barrels he turned into seats, and a barrel of food. We have a rogue, and me and the DM joke if the rogue sat on one of the seats in the back, he'd have half cover. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at one of the familiars. Let's look at the I guess the gazer. It's sort of my oh, he doesn't actually all of his stuff is saves. He has no actual. Oh, he has a bite. Never mind. Okay, +5. 1 point of piercing damage. So maybe maybe it just does one point of psychic damage. What does the pseudo dragon do? Okay, it does a D4 +2. Okay, so yeah, I'd say a D4 plus its relevant ability modifier in damage. So okay, ranged spell attack +5. Yeah, magical strike. Range, not reach, range. I'll say 15 feet. This is not going to be a long range thing. 1 target hit. It's not going to be 6. A D4 +3. I guess it's charisma. This would be a charisma based monster. So D4, 1d4 punches. Nice. So the con score, we're gonna make a baseline 10. Charisma score, we'll make a 16. Everything else I think is fine. Strength score, I think we're gonna make that like a 6. It is not strong at all. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I have characters I definitely love, and wish I played more. But yeah, it's gonna be a rigger of the galleon and on one of the head forgers. Nice. Oh, armor class. Nope, that is gonna be a 13. Ooh, let me see. What does the pseudo dragon have? Okay, hit points has 2d4 +2. I guess it has d4 hit points or hit die. Hero Forge. Oh yeah, sure. If you want to send the link. I think I have links allowed. Hold on. Let me double check. I might not have them allowed. Nope, I don't have them allowed. Hold on. I might be able to... No. Huh. I have to go into my... like, deep into my code and turn it off. Sorry. I would like to see it, but I can't. Yeah. Oh, sure. If you just want to whisper it to me, that'll work. All right. I think the bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks is fine, and the condition immunities is fine. It has magic resistance, which is good. The hit dice are D4s, 2d4. Hit point modifier is nothing. Average hit points, it's what, 2.5 times 2. You have to whisper me for. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. I hit whisper. I didn't see anything though. Let me see. Did it work? Hopefully it worked. I hit whisper, but nothing else happened. Turned on block whispers. Oh, okay. Then I need to fix that on mine. Let me see here. Where? Oh, if I go here, account settings. No. Security and privacy. Ah! No. Wait, that turned it on. I'll turn it off. There. I turned off block whispers. It was already off, but I turned it on and then off again. I have tried turning it off and on again. That's all I can do. Oh, here we go. Haha, I whispered back. There, now it works. Hey, cool. Let me see. Let me go to. Am I gonna make everything collapse if I go to my Twitch account? Maybe. Let's see. Can I go to Switch? Twitch, not Switch. Nintendo Switch. Notifications. Nope. Let's see here. No. Wait. We just go here. Yeah, I don't want to show anything that's create a dashboard. Whispers? Where are my whispers? Oh, next to the inbox. Oh, there they are. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Oh, neat. That's dope. He's got the barrel. Nice. Nice. That's pretty cool. I like the hair, like the storm giant, like the almost transparent like hair. Storm giant kind of hair. That's cool. Neat. So average hit points. That is very cool. Used fire for it and stormified it. Nice. So 2.5 times 2 is 5. So yeah, it has 5 average hit points. It is not a hardy creature. All right. So I spent hours on the thing. Yeah, I've done that on on Hero Forge. I've definitely done that for sure. All right, so it's got 2d4. What is Pseudo Dragon's? Oh, we already got that. The +5 to attack. Bonus action, invisibility. Oh, there's bonus actions. Okay. Let's make sure we're doing all this correctly. It's going to be a D4 +3 psychic damage. Let's change this to psychic. And change this to psychic. Whoa. Psychic. S-Y, C-H-I-K. C. And it's a D4 +3. So it's 2.5 plus 3, which I guess is 5 because you don't round up, you round down. So 5. 5 psychic damage, and the target must make a DC 12. I guess technically it would be 13, but we'll make it 12. Or no, it would be 11, right? Because it's 8 plus proficiency. Oh, it's 8 plus proficiency. Well, which would make it 10. So yeah, it would be 13. Is the proficiency going to be 2? I guess it would be. What's the pseudo dragon's proficiency bonus? Yeah, 2. Okay. So I guess it would be 13, which I guess is fine. Because it's got a 16 charisma, which makes the modifier plus 3. Its proficiency modifier 2 plus 8. There's your DC. That's a 13. DC 13 intelligence saving throw. Or only take a bonus. Whoops. Not bonus. Bonus. Move. Or standard action during its next turn. Okay. And nothing on a successful. You just take the psychic damage on a successful save. Which I guess is fine. Like, you rolled a hit, right? It's 2 things. It's rolling to hit and then a save. It's like poison, right? So you have to roll to hit, and then they get to save versus it does damage, and then they roll a save versus getting poison damage. That kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, they could make it all gated under one thing. Like, it's instead of a roll to hit, it's just a save. And if they make the save, they take no psychic damage, and they don't. They're not stunned or dazed, whatever. I'd rather have it do something, right? Like, you hit, great. Now we'll see if something better happens. I'd rather it be that than, okay, it made it save, nothing happens. That feels bad. That feels really bad. And I think this is, I mean, sure, it's a good ability. Taking away 2 of the target's, actions. Like, it can't move, or it can't do a bonus, or it can't do a standard action. Oh, I put actions there. Or only take a bonus move or standard action during its next turn. All right, cool. There we go. Make sure the wording's correct there. Excuse me. Let's make sure I have everything right here. Range spell attack plus 5. D20 plus 5, right? So the reason, I don't know if everyone is hip to Beyond 20. Because all of this text, I'm not sure if this shows up. It might, because I think it has to show up for, like, running an encounter in the encounter builder here. So never mind. I was gonna say, I don't know if this shows up for everybody, because I have Beyond 20, and, like, monster stat blocks have buttons for Roll20 for it's a browser plugin. Beyond 20. Look it up. I've talked about it before. So yeah. Oh, we're coming up on our first break here. Wow, first break after months. Yeah, a little bit of time, but let's keep going here. DC 13 intelligence saving throw. Must make or only take a bonus move or standard action during its next turn. Okay. D4 plus 3 psychic damage. Psychic, magical strike, right? 5 damage. D4 plus 3. That's the average damage. It could do up to 7 or as little as 4. Sure. All right, cool. So that's its attack. The day's attack. Great. So now want to give it its bonus action invisibility thing. So bonus action. So attacking from invisible, it has advantage. That's something to keep in mind. Huh. That's actually interesting. Does that make it broken? I'm not sure. I will say that with its built-in false appearance, if it's only audible, right? It's invisible. And someone comes within 10 feet of it, or they're fighting it, right? They're fighting it, and they're trying to find it. It's invisible. It's just a sound. They can try and, find out where the sound is, and that's just, I guess, would just be an investigation check, right? Intelligence investigation check to recognize. I guess it would be a perception, right, to find it. And I guess I want to give this thing training in stealth. All right? Do familiars typically have skills? Yeah. The pseudo dragon has perception and stealth. All right, so we're gonna give the living minor illusion stealth and deception. Yeah, stealth and deception. Those sound like good skills for him. Where is that? Oh, skills are down here. All right, I gotta finish this upper part first. All right, so bonus action, invisibility. Boop boop and boop boop. The living minor illusion becomes invisible. However, it must take the form of an audible sound. How do you word that? It must become an audible sound, right? Like it can be a whisper. That's how it hides. It just becomes a... Sure, you do that. It says in the spell. It can be a whisper or a scream. Of course, for the living minor illusion, it's going to be, probably not as effective, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see what we can do here. It must become an audible sound. It can be as low as a whisper. Or as loud as a scream, I guess. I mean, how do you really put a range limit on sound? I guess it's just a thing you have to do at the table, right? Yeah, I guess. So yeah, this is conditional. Conditional invisibility. Becomes invisible. However, it must become an audible sound. It can be as low as a whisper or as loud as a scream. Creatures can attempt a perception check opposed to the living minor illusion's stealth check to discern its location. There we go. Whoa. Can attempt I guess it's a wisdom perception? Wisdom wisdom, parenthesis, bracket, skill, end bracket, perception, bracket, end skill, end bracket, end parenthesis. Whoa, those are the wrong brackets at the start of that. Sorry, I hit shift when I should not have hit shift. Wisdom, perception, check, opposed by the living minor illusions, dexterity, stealth check. Oops. Parenthesis, bracket, skill, end bracket, elf, bracket, end skill, end bracket, end parenthesis. Check. Cool. All right. I think we're pretty close to we have to do this bit and then the lower bits, which is movement and languages and skills and all that fun stuff. And then we're almost done. All right, we'll be back after this break. I think it's gonna run ads. I haven't done this in a while, so if I hit this button, I'm assuming it's gonna go to a different screen, and there will be ads. All right, see you in a little bit. I forget the time. I think it's 5 minutes or so. I don't know. See you in about 5 minutes. I am completely muted. First time back. Yay. All right. Anyway. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm back. We were looking at the stipulations for the Find Familiar spell and whether or not this can, if there's like an extra step you have to take to be able to get fancy creatures as familiars. But apparently it's just a codicil put into the monster stat or the monster description that you can choose. If your DM is benevolent, you can choose the creature as a familiar instead of whatever else. Okay. Cool. Detect. That's cool. All right, so let's go back to here. So back to edit. Let's go back to basic information. And it does not have a layer. We're going to change its string to 0. Because I think that's just... It's just fitting. And I think we'll actually up its dex to a 14. Just to give it a little bit. Give it something. So it's a +2 in dex, +3 in charisma. Everything else is garbage. That's fine. Legendary mythic actions description, reactions to monster characteristics description. There we go. A living cantrip is a strange whoa. Well, I know I spelled cantrip correctly, but I capitalized an L. That's strange. Concoction created by an enterprising group of mages. Enterprising group of mages. While they lack the what's the word? They lack the destructive abilities of their higher level kin. They possess greater utilitarian aspects, utilitarian traits, and may be selected as a familiar with the spell find familiar and spell with the DM's permission. A living cantrip is a strange concoction created by an enterprising group of mages. While they lack the destructive abilities of their higher level kin, they possess greater utilitarian traits and may be selected as a familiar with the Find Familiar spell with the DM's permission. Okay. Cool. And that's just a blanket description for all the living cantrips we're going to do. It's fine for now. We'll just that'll do. That'll do. Cool. All right. So back to Living Minor Illusion. All right. Oh, it did not save the strength edit or anything. It didn't save anything I just did. Awesome. Oh my god. Really? Okay. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can remember what I wrote. Strength score 0. Good God. Save the changes. Okay. Just gonna do it step by step. The strange concoction of an concoctions of an enterprising group of mages. Keep it vague so it can slot into any setting, right? I don't want to make it strictly Forgotten Realms, because I can say, oh, the Harples. The Harples made them, of course. But, you know, or the Red Wizards. The Red Wizards. This seems a little below the pay grade of Red Wizards. It seems like they would be concerned with something a bit more useful. Not that this is not useful. I don't know. Maybe. We'll leave it vague. We're just going to leave it vague. Group of mages. Living cantrip. Oh my god, I forget what I wrote. Let's play it back. Let's see what we typed. A strange concoction of an enterprising group of mages. A living cantrip is a less destructive cousin. I know this is not what I wrote last time. Cousin to living spells. what the living cantrip lacks in power, because we already said destruction. Destruct lacks in power. It makes up for the living cantrip lacks in power. It makes up for in utilitarian ability. Yeah, sure. A living cantrip can be a possible selection. Creature. A possible creature selection. Selection for the spell Find Familiar and spell. Living cantrip can be a possible creature selection for the Find Familiar spell with the DM's permission. Strange concoctions of an enterprising group of mages. A living cantrip is a less destructive cousin to living spells. What the living cantrip lacks in power, it makes up for in utilitarian ability. A living cantrip can be a possible creature selection for the Find Familiar spell with the DM's permission. Okay. Oh, it must be at least one? Alright, so make it one. Fine. There we go. Save. Okay, make sure the changes are there. Okay. And that is one. Okay. Save it again. Just because. Alright. Let's take a look. Living Minor Illusion. Alright. Okay. Cool. Armor class of 13. 5 hit points. Walk speed of 0. Fly speed of 25 with hover. Strength of 1. Dexterity of 12. Didn't we change that to 14? We did, didn't we? We did. I forgot about that. This is why we go through it a couple times. We gotta, yeah. Alright. 14. Okay. Which makes its modifier +2 for Dex, which changes his stealth. So go into skills, change that to a 2. Instead of a 1. Save changes. There we go. And save changes. And boop. Okay, cool. So, I mean, of course it has other things that you can do. I mean, it has a deception skill. So it stands to reason that you can have it say something to try and, you know, lure someone somewhere. Sure, absolutely. That's a deception check. And it has a +5 bonus to it. Yeah. It's just that easy. So, yeah, strength of 1, dex of 14, con of 10, intelligence of 3, which I think we do want to make that a 10. Again, this is why we go through this a couple times, just ironing out all the little tiny kinks. Alright, so let's make the intelligence, maybe not a 10, maybe like an 8. Or 8 sounds good. 8 sounds good. We'll make it an 8. Yeah, they're not as destructive as the other living spells, but they're smarter. Because that was just, I left that stat. That was from the Living Burning Hands. So Living Burning Hands is pretty stupid. It's a dumb living spell. Not the concept of it. And I just realized the chat is really kind of blocking most of this. That's fine. Whatever. So living minor illusion, 13 armor class, 5 hit points, speed of 0, fly speed of 25 with hover, initiative +2, good from his dex, strength of 1, dex of 14, constitution of 10, intelligence of 8, wisdom of 6, charisma of 16, deception +5, stealth +5, damage resistances of bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. It's immune to being blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, grappled, poisoned, or prone. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's all fine. Especially grappled. Grappled, you can't really. It's an illusion. I mean, I guess you could take it still. It doesn't say restrained. You can still technically restrain it. Huh. Huh. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. I mean, if you can hit it, you can restrain it. It's fine. It's fine. It has enough of a form that it has hit points, right? And an armor class. So you should be able to, like, at least restrain it. Grapple? No, I guess. Big Steve, thank you. This is again Big Steve, full of black tea and honey. It is my lifeline today. Oh boy, oh Big Steve, you are a miracle worker, Big Steve. All right. It has dark vision, 60 feet, passive perception of 8. It's fine. It speaks and understands the languages of its creator/master. It's a challenge rating of 1/4. It has a +2 proficiency bonus. It has the amorphous trait. It can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing. Makes sense. It can turn into a pencil and just kind of fly through something, I guess, or whatever, or whatever. A python. Magic resistance. It has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Being a spell, why wouldn't it? It has false appearance. While it is stationary and impersonating an object or sound, it is indiscernible from a normal object or sound unless interacted with or heard by a creature within 10 feet. The creature can attempt an intelligence investigation check, DC 10, to recognize the illusion for what it is. Once discerned, the illusion becomes faint to the creature. Sound becomes fainter, or the object becomes translucent. That kind of thing. Magical Strike. Ranged spell attack with a +5 bonus to hit. Range of 15 feet with 1 target. Hit is 5 points average psychic damage, and the target must make a DC 13 intelligence saving throw, or only take a bonus, move, or standard action during its next turn. Cool. That's dazed. So / slowed. It's sort of interchangeable. It's not a condition. It's just typically the effect from being slowed or dazed. And as a bonus action, it can turn invisible until it makes an attack or impersonates an object. So if it just does nothing and just remains a sound, however, it must be an audible sound. If it's just a sound, it can just stay a sound and be invisible until it attacks, obviously. It can be as low as a whisper or as loud as a scream. Creatures can attempt a wisdom perception check opposed by the living minor illusion's dexterity stealth check to locate it. The living minor illusion has advantage on this roll. All right. I like it. Pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think oh, in the description, the strange concoctions of an enterprising group of mages. A living cantrip is a less destructive cousin to living spells. What the living cantrip lacks in power, it makes up for in utilitarian ability. A living cantrip can be a possible creature selection for the Find Familiar spell, with the DM's permission. There you go. I really want that in there because that was my whole, like, I thought of these. I thought, oh, living spells. Why aren't there living cantrips? Wait a minute, living cantrips would be really cool familiar. That was my whole, hey, Stabby Rogue, what's up? Yeah, we did it, Stabby Rogue. We made a living cantrip, living minor illusion. There it is. It can be a familiar. It can be something you fight. But yeah, it's I like it. It turned out pretty good. But that is the first of 3 that I have planned. We have living minor illusion, living mage hand, and living dancing lights. So we'll see. We'll see if we do another. I think we're gonna switch over to TaleSpire here in a sec, because I promised TaleSpire today, and the music is playing, obviously. So I can't bait and switch like that, or I'll get yelled at by anybody who's paying attention. So yeah, that turned out pretty good. I like it. Oh man, living mage hand makes me want to, yeah, Adam's family one-shot thing. You just have a thing. That would be cool. Yeah, living mage hand has potential to be kind of broken, because you can still, if you're, you know, these are all wizard cantrips, right? But other people will have access to them with the Find Familiar spell, which, oh, it's right here. Let's just open this. Is this just a... It can't be just a wizard spell. I know bards can get it. And warlocks get it, obviously, with the Pact of the Chain. Oh, no. It's just a straight-up wizard spell. But I do know warlocks get it because it's a class feature. It's... Yeah. So... So, in essence, warlocks could get them too. But... that's about it. Bards could also potentially get them because they get some shenanigans where they get spells from other classes at a certain point, and they can just go, oh, I'll just take Find Familiar. Why wouldn't I? So yeah, I mean, keep that in mind. But yeah, for as basically, it's just wizard, and that's a wizard with a living spell familiar. Come on, that's pretty dope. So a wizard with, you know, living mage hand and just able to cast mage hand at will literally just be double fisting mage hands, just like moving stuff and picking stuff up and stuff like that. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But I wrote some notes on living mage hand. I'll go over these, but we're gonna move over to TaleSpire. So living mage hand has the following, double Bigby's. So it's a mini living Bigby's. I might actually use the Bigby's hand as the living Bigby's hand as a template for living mage hand. That might be a good idea. But the traits I have for living mage hand: forceful. It has advantage on strength checks. Sure. Mage fist. Its attack, which would just be magic strike or whatever. What do we have here? Magical strike, which would be a D4 plus ability modifier force damage. And the target has to make a save or be at disadvantage for its next Constitution saving throw. I don't know why I wrote that down, but whatever. And it's gonna have probably, I don't know if I want to make this a bonus action or what, but just like a shove. Like, it just makes a strength check, an opposed strength check, DC 10 on a target, and then just like, just push them 5 feet, that kind of thing. Which is it's sort of not really what Mage Hand does. Mage Hand is just interacts with stuff, can pick stuff up. It can't attack. It can't interact with people typically. So I don't know. Yeah, because antics. It's always a good reason. Yeah. So I don't know. That one I still have a little bit of work to do. The living minor illusion felt pretty solid with the notes that I have. I haven't written any notes on living dancing lights, but what I have in my mind is pretty clear cut. It's gonna have a blinding attack where it just flashes, and the target has to make a save. It takes radiant damage, right? And it has to make a save or be blinded. I like the invisibility aspect. That sounds like fun as heck. Yeah. If it, it's just shenanigans. It's like, okay, it's invisible, but you can still hear something. It sounds like a whisper, that kind of thing. So it's just basically, it turns invisible. It no longer looks like an object. It just sounds like a thing, because a minor illusion, it can either be a sound or look like something. It can't be both at the same time. So that's kind of cool. All right. So yeah, I think we're done with that for now. Let's see. Let's turn on TaleSpire and turn off our browser. There's TaleSpire. Good old TaleSpire. Good old TaleSpire. Where are we going? Is it? Oh, excuse me. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. It's been a while, so I don't really remember what board we were at. Uh-oh. Place between boards. You've been sent to the space between boards. A barren place. You fell here because the board you were on encountered an error. Oh no. Was deleted or there. Oh, no, there it is. Don't do that. Good Lord. Oh, God. The board was deleted. I would die. I would straight up die. Come on, TaleSpire. Don't give me a heart attack. All right. So when we last left off, we were starting on the... oops. There we go. Spacebar. We were starting on the Temple of Evil. Which is the next area that we have to do, and we had to do some shenanigans to make it meet up with the section that we had just previously finished. So let's oh, I gotta get out the module. That would help, wouldn't it? Luckily it's right over here. There we go. All right. Cool. Got the map. Okay, so that's that. So instead of... Okay, so this is that's a slope, right? Correct. And instead of the door being here at this corner, where's my light? Is it L? Yeah, it's L. So instead of being here, it's over here, because those are the shenanigans we had to do to get it to fit. Just gonna make it work. And there's nothing in that space anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I hope. We'll see. Well, this slope goes up, so yeah, I think we're pretty safe. All right, let's turn off the light there. Let's see. All right. What area is this? This one's not actually numbered. I guess it's technically 53? Or K, entrance K. Okay, the Caves of Chaos. Oh, I suppose I can say that. I can say that in my epic voice. Hold on. I now have epic voice. Wait for it.
The Caves of Chaos.
There we go. Andres plays games. Three rock gnomes walk into a bar. They sit down and pull 3 circular stone plates decorated with intricate carvings. They each point to their respective stone coasters and say, "Whiskey on the rocks," and all bust out laughing. I get it. Yeah, it's a new voice mod voice. I love it.
It's great for exposition or reminding the players of what they did last time. In an epic fashion.
Okay, so we're the player notes. Where's oh, I have it bookmarked with the yeah, there it is. Entrance K, Shrine of Evil Chaos. Gordon Freeman is oh, here, we can do this.
Shrine of Evil Chaos. A faint, foul draft issues from the 20-foot wide cave mouth, which is the entrance to this place. The worn path through the clumps of obscenely twisted and oddly bloated trees gives these approaching along its length an eerie sense of unease, and as soon as they enter the cave mouth, a dim awareness of lurking evil will pervade their senses. Red strata intertwines with the bulging black veins running through the hewn rock walls beyond the entrance. The wide corridors and chambers are deathly stilled. A faint booming sound and a shrill piping may be occasionally heard, barely perceptible, even if the party is absolutely silent and listening. The floors are smooth and worn by the tread of countless feet of the worshippers at this grim place. The footsteps of intruders will echo alarmingly in these vaulted halls, and extreme care must be taken to muffle such sounds if the party has any hopes of remaining undetected until the moment of their choosing. Continual noise will bring a group of zombie guards to investigate.
Can zombie guards really investigate? They just shamble in and be like, ugh. I mean, they'd just be attracted to the noise. I think very little investigating will be going on. Yeah, they just sort of poke around. Exactly. Okay, so this is vaulted too. It says vaulted ceilings. So these are going to be tall ceilings. And this is the top. There's nothing above this, so we can go as tall as we want. It depends. Do they share the same brain cell? In most cases, yes. Zombies tend to have but a few brain cells between them. All right, so I should probably keep the map open. So let's see. So that's the entrance. That's fine. We have some refining to do there, I think, for this bit. You got the stairs. There's a room that's an offshoot over here, and the squares here are 10 feet, right? Yes. Okay. So we have a door, and then a little hallway, and then a 20 by 30 room. All right. So build mode. Turn on the grid. Turn on a light. There we go. Let's move the grid. Not there. There we go. And then copy, paste. Wow, like riding a bike. There we go. That is that. And then there's a door. We'll do doors later because we have to outline the room. A lot of fun stuff. Hive mind undead are super scary. Oh yeah. Hive mind undead. Though that's a whole other animal. This is my best friend today. I've been over it before. This is Big Steve. He's full of black tea and honey. He's my best friend today. Oh my god, my phone is just going insane. What is going on? Okay, it's just people talking about getting together, potentially. They're not gonna get together. Everybody's got plans. It's last minute. No one's gonna get together. It's the day of. It's not gonna happen. All right. Okay. So we want to copy this bad boy. Are there any other offshoots here? Oh, there are quite a bit. Quite a bit. Especially if it's D&D. Yes. The one in question is not a D&D group. But let me see here. How many? That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so we're not far enough this way. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. It's not immediate bonus to success chance. Yeah. I mean, they would have advantage on the roll, you know. Okay, so it extends this far, and then it veers to the left. So we're gonna have to translate that. into square tiles somehow. That's fine. All right, so that's okay. So we want to do this, then this, then this, and one here, one here, one here. I guess that's fine. Then like that, and then like that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and that, and then flip it, and there, 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 and there. And turn on clipping, and throw one there. And one there. Perfect. Okay. So now we can continue to make the walls. And whoa. Moved my... Oh. Oh, that's fine. Oh. Whoops. Wait a minute. Is this... Oh, my grid's just... My grid's being wonky. There we go. Kind of. Stay where you are, grid. What are you doing? I'll throw that in there. That there. Oh, that's what's going on. They're weird on this. Oh. Okay. I see what's going on. They're like a half space. Weird. Okay. I mean, that's fine. But they're like, you can put two. You can put two on his space. Weird. All right. I mean, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I mean, we may as well. Why not? It definitely makes the walls look beefier. Boop, 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 boo. And we don't have to worry about overlapping them. Luckily. These walls join. Walls. Yep. Getting back into it with the walls. That, and then that, and that. And I guess we can do one overlap. Sure. And then there and there. And then one overlap. And there and there. And there and there. There and there. Oh, there and there. There. Oh, and there. And there and there. All right. So the... Ooh, hold on. The entrance is right here. All right, so no, we were fine there. There we go. These tiles are making me think of chocolate bars. I realized I ate this morning. Yep. And I guess... Actually, hold on. Let me move my grid. And throw one of those there. And there. Sure, why not? Close this. Oh. Oh, that's why. All right, oops. Hold on. Bear with me. There we go. Now we can see everything. Okay. Is there a 1x1? Oh, this one. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right. So if we do that and that, it sort of makes that, and I think we can kind of go modular with this if we just use this, the Yeah, say we can come out. Yeah, just maintain the wall thickness and just use a different orientation for the tile. I'll take it. I would say one like that and one like that. And that's probably fine. Trying to remember. What do we want? It's the castle ruins, and it's the arches. Can these? All right, no, they just turn on the 90 degrees. That's all. I thought they turned. Oops. Yeah, they just turned 90 degrees. Well, that's a shame. Well, maybe we can make it work. If we do that, perhaps. Just kind of sink it down, kind of. Yeah. That kind of works. Excuse me. Man. This weather is kicking my butt. And we can do one of these to kind of join it up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's well. It's still it's like a one space entrance, so I think we can get away with that. And it's big enough for one mini to get through. One character, one by one, to get through. And if we want to integrate it a little further, we can actually probably use one of these. Or two of these. No, one of them should be fine. Okay. Cool. That's the entrance. Alright. We do this and copy. Oops. There we go. Nope. What are you? What does it do? Oh, I see. I see. It copied another thing. All right. Forget it. It's trying to save time. Ended up making it worse. So these are going to have very high ceilings. I think twice as tall would be fine. Just whoa, we're getting the attack from the sun. Hey, there we go. Give me a second. Let me fix that. Actually, you know what? We'll take our break and we'll be right back. And I'll fix this this incursion from the cursed sun. Be right back. Back. Hold on. Hi. We're back. Sorry, I had to interact with my wife. It's fine. Welcome back. Yes, no rave dance emotes. That's fine. I streamed earlier, today, just as a test, during which Stabby Rogue was kind enough to attend. But I was just playing music, just to test to make sure that my connection was fine and everything would work. Because I, hadn't fired up Streamlabs in months, so who knows if it all still links correctly. I don't even know if ads actually played when I went to that break, so yeah, we'll see. Welcome back. We're building the Temple of Evil in the Caves of Chaos. The ultimate cave of the Caves of Chaos. I believe this is the final cave complex. Is the Temple of Evil. So this should be fun. I'm going to adjust my grid because now we have to make the walls taller. Make the walls taller. And in fact, put a wall on top of the door. Whoops. There we go. Because they don't make... Well, they do make tall doors. Should I just make that a tall door? Hold on. Let me see what kind of tall doors we have. Doors. We've got these, the aberration doors, which no, I mean, it's cool. It's just not quite the fit. Oh, is this new? It is new, but it's not a big door. This is the only big door, which we could totally do. I'm fine with it. Let's get out of build mode here and open. Okay, cool. It's opening the correct way. I mean, yeah. Let's go with the big scary door. Why not? All right, back into build mode, so I have my flashlight on. Why is there no... Weird. All right. Cool. Yeah, I guess we just keep on keeping on. I do like the big door. I have to say, it is very much in line with the style. Speaking of doors, we have to put a door over here. Apparently it's right here. So, boom. And they, excuse me. Again, do we want to use a big door? I mean, we could. The walls are very tall, so we could totally do this and be well within our rights. I'm fine with it. I see no reason against this. Make sure it's opening the right way. It's not. It seldom does. All right, let's flip it around. Sorry, my wife is throwing things in the next room. I mean, she's allowed to. This is her place. It's our place, but it's as much her place as it is my place. She can throw stuff. I mean, as long as it's not my stuff. Vaulted ceilings. So, with that in mind, the vaulted ceilings, I think we can make this look more like a temple of evil if we use that castle ruin arch a little more here and there as an accent. Nope. Nope, I selected the same one twice. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. So, okay. So we have that. What if we do? Ooh. There's Castle Ruins, just hiding from me. So if we take this, turn on clipping, move it up here, do that, flip it around, do that, flip it around, do that, and then that, and that. Yeah, sure. I mean, it gives it more of a vaulted look, and we're definitely going to be doing that here. Yeah. And we can put stuff in between here to connect them if we really want to. We don't really have to. But like this. Which kind of works. I think ideally we want the object version of that. The one that's not locked to the grid. Which is in here. And I think it's in miscellaneous exterior? Debris. Yep, there it is. It's all coming back to me. And you just kind of stack them so they look like they're masoned. Masonreed. Put together on purpose. A certain way. Sure. Yeah, that kind of works. Alright, let's keep going. This guy minimized. Whoa. Excuse you. Okie dokie. Whoops. What happened there? There we go. And there we go. And that's just a single. And that's a... Alright, so we need a couple of these. Here and there. Oh, yeah, that would actually be way up there. Right. Dur. Just do that. Oop. Doesn't want to cooperate. That's fine. There we go. Oops. Do we have... Oh, right. You can just use this, right? Yeah, I guess. That kind of works. There we go. I guess that works. Excuse me. Man. What are we looking for? Oh, it's in my quick bar. Duh. So that, and actually, you know what? I could have easily just used the big wall. There. Okay, I like it. And then that shape of that entryway kind of mirrors the half of these big doors. Sort of. Kind of. All right. Cool. Temple of Evil. Temple of Evil. So, let's see. What further description we have here? So it doesn't say that there's any light. Wide corridor and chambers, deathly still, faint groaning sound, shrill piping, occasionally heard. Doesn't say anything about lighting. 51 is the okay. So boulder-filled passage. So this hall, the other end of it, goes off to the right here. And eventually it hits a couple rooms, but then it hits the boulder-filled passage. Large rocks and boulders have been placed here in order to seal off this tunnel. It'll take 100 man turns, as opposed to any other kind of turn. 100 man turns to open a way large enough for a human to pass through into the area beyond. You have the option of allowing this passage to lead to the outside somewhere to the southwest of the Caves of Chaos, or you may choose to have it go all the way to the Cave of the Unknown. If you opt for the latter case, you must of course prepare an appropriate underground area map and stock it with monsters and treasures. Okay, so apparently there's a just a Cave of the Unknown that is not described, or maybe it is described, but it just says you have to prepare it, so it's homework. We're just gonna fill it with boulders. But before it gets to that point, there are a couple other rooms and more hallway. So let's do that, and also let's do some of this. I think that's the right spot. Oops, that's not the right spot. Oh, because it's oh, well, you know what? We can get rid of that. Yeah, that actually doesn't need to be like that. There we go. That's better. And just copy it over. Clipping. There we go. Cool. Can maybe bring it down. No. Whoops. There we go. Just leave it like that. So yeah, a couple archways. I guess we could put them intermittently, like down the hallway. They'll definitely give it a more vaulted feel. So I would say either side of this door we can do one. Like that, and then I don't know. We do it every 3. Yeah, I guess every 3 is fine. Because then it would be that, and here. Whoop. Oh no, it wouldn't be there. It would be here, which wouldn't work. So I guess we have to, because then we can't do it every 2, because that would be, yeah, we're in a real belly of a pickle here. Because we can't put any here, so I guess we have to put one. Whoops. Move it up a little. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, because, my frickin', Okay, sorry. Can I remove stuff from here? I can. Cool. Give me that. Cool. There. Okay. Cool. And I guess we're putting one here that just floats out into nothing. Which is fine. And yeah, we don't really need to join these. We're going to be putting a bunch of stuff on top of this. Just, yeah, build your own dungeon. Yeah, absolutely. We don't really need to join those. This is just kind of like mostly they're just going to be open we're going to be putting, you know, layers on top, but like way above. We're not going to be trying to make ceilings. We're just going to be trying to make the what do you call it? Canyon levels. The levels of the crevasse and the canyons that are in the Caves of Chaos. That kind of thing. All right. Excuse me. So 2 away, and then 2 away, and then okay, and then oh, and we are. Whoa! What happened? Oh, my perspective was really, really weird there. No, that needs to be down a step. That needs to be down a step. All right. Right there. Sure. And right here, and right here. Oh man. So yeah, we're wrapping things up at 3 today, just because of my my failing health. All right, cool. All right, so now here is where the hallway starts to shift to the left. So I guess we just do it in increments like this. How many? Let me see. Well, it's 10, 20, really. Right? Yeah, 10, 20. And then do we want to shift it more? Oh, actually, yeah, because it would have to go like this. Got it. Okay. I guess that's fine. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 10, 20, and then there's 10 feet here, and then it goes 30 feet off in this direction, 30 by 20, actually, and it meets up with a 20 by 60? Let's see. 2, 3, and here, and then there. Right. And then off of this 20 by 20, it comes down another 10 feet by 10 by 20. And then there is a 20 by 20 area in front of a 40 by 60. Ooh. Oh. 40. Need one more row. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right. And then, is there a, oh, there is a 1 by 1. There's this guy. So, now we have, now this I'm probably gonna have to do with the 1 by 1 tiles, just because seems like the best way to do it. Copy. And that just keeps a going. For a while. Actually, we can probably end it before that. Excuse me. Probably end it like right about there. Just put a bunch of boulders. That'll be the easiest way to do it. Okie dokie. Well, let's read the areas that we just created. Because we know about the boulder-filled passageway and where it may or may not lead. But we don't know about these other two rooms that we just created. Numbers 52 and 53. Again, I'm sorry if I'm clearing my throat a lot. I feel like crap. Ooh, 52, Hall of Skeletons. This unusual audience chamber has a dais and throne-like chair set with 4 large red gems at the south end. It is otherwise empty except for a dozen skeletons clad in rags and chainmail, and bearing battered shields and rusty scimitars, propped against the walls. These bony guards do not move, and any attempt to turn them immediately upon entering the chamber will have no effect, as they are obviously not animated. However, as soon as the intruders touch the dais or throne chair, these monsters will spring into action from their positions on either wall of the chamber. Each has a protection from good and haste spell upon them. Oh my god. So they are turned by a cleric as if they were zombies. Okay, that's old first edition mechanics there. And each attacks twice per round of combat. Okay, right, haste. Got it. Once at the beginning and once at the end. Well, that's not how haste works in 5th edition. They just attack. They get a second attack action. They have no treasure. Aside, unless rusty scimitars and battered shields and scraps of chainmail are treasure. Once the skeletons are disposed of, it is an easy matter to pry the 4 garnet gems from the back of the chair. Sure. And that is this... That's 52. That's this room right here. So that's cool. And 53, which is this long room here, is the guard room. There will always be 8 zombies hulking silently here. Hulking? Hulking out? Hulking silently. That's weird. Weird way to put that. Hulk smashing silently. Here, 4 at either end of the hall. Anyone entering will be attacked unless they are robed, see area 54 below, and have an amulet identical to the ones which the zombie guard groups have. There is no treasure here. Your princess is in another castle. Sorry. Oh yeah, brother. Her. Oh, which reminds me.
The cream of the crop.
Yeah. Which also reminds me, incidentally, the latest and much delayed episode of my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playthrough, edited version, is up on my YouTube channel. I edited it yesterday and uploaded it, so it should have dropped at 11 Central Time today. So that's up there. It is edited down, so all of the boring stuff is out of it, and there's extra shenanigans added in. It was fun. And Stabby Rogue, you get to see Vundoqueep, some of his comments, because he was on, he joined me for that playthrough. Let's see here. Let's do the 2x1, and we're gonna need to start here, and there we go. Do 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 boop 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 But yeah, that was way back in July 28th is when I recorded that. So it's pretty old. Little old. It was the weekend before my computer died. I guess that works. And then we just do it in reverse this way. Sure, that works. Haha. Ugh. Sound like crap. I don't have a fever or anything. That's crap. It's just sinus and allergy shit. I don't. It's frustrating. Because it's like, oh, I could go to the doctor and get some medicine. No, because it's just your body. It's just your body rejecting life. Well, dude, I was wondering this week how far I watched your last Skyrim playthrough. I think my PC was down before I got to the end. Oh, yeah, we finished. It depends on which one you're talking about. There was the one with Warlock, the vampire chick. That we got to a point where we just had to fight a legendary dragon, which we did, and then we ended that playthrough. And then I started a new playthrough with a necromancer cleric. And I got to a point. Oh yeah, the Red Guard guy. Yeah. That was him. We got to a point there where we got the anniversary edition, and we got to a point where we're like, all right, we're just gonna look at a few things that look interesting, and then we're gonna call it. We got to a point because I wanted to see the goblins, because they added goblins, so I wanted to see what that was about, and there was a handful of other things I wanted to check out. And then I got to it, but I was like, all right, that's good. Because it got to the point where it was buggy. It was too buggy. The anniversary edition just, I don't know. With if you had mods and you bought anniversary edition, your Skyrim was fighting itself constantly. It was like, you have all these mods that don't work with the stuff we're trying to add. Yeah, I mean, we got it to work in a fashion. It was still kind of iffy. But it was functional. Occasionally it would freak out, but that's just the nature of Skyrim. It occasionally freaks out. It does that anyway with no prompt. I was playing Skyrim on the Switch a couple weeks. That must have been like 6 weeks ago or so, and it just shut down. It just shut down randomly as I was trying to do something very simple. I was like, oh well, it's good to see it's consistent. Oh, that is I gotta do this. There we go. And just one of these right here. Okay. All right, so let's do these walls. And, all right, consensus. The Switch declines. Would there be torch sconces in this temple? Because there are humans in here. It's not just undead. There are, evil clerics, from what I understand. So would there be torch sconces on the walls? At least like a couple, right? Let me see what other enemies we have to look forward to here. I'm just looking for monster stat blocks. Okay, here we go. Skeletons and zombies. Sure. Chambers of the Evil Priest. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's a private chamber of the Evil Priest. He is 3rd level, wears magic +1 armor, and has a +1 shield, and wears an amulet of protection from good. Attacks from good creatures against him have disadvantage, I guess. Which adds a the 5th edition would be what I just said, if that amulet existed. And even then it would be like just like the ones that list, like Celestial Fae, the ones that are listed under protection from good and evil, right? It would be like good Celestials, good Fae, and good, I don't know what other monster would really fall under that, the good category. They're only really good Fae and good Celestials. There aren't good fiends or undead or aberrations. There might be good aberrations. That one's sort of a wild card. You never know. Anyway, I digress, which adds a further +1 to his armor class, yeah, whatever. When attacked by good creatures. Ooh, he attacks with a snake staff. +1 to hit, 2 to 7, d6 +1 points of damage per hit. And will coil around opponents upon command. He also has a normal mace hanging from his belt, which has a gold ring with a black gem. And a purse with 51 platinum pieces in it. He wears a black cape and cowl, with red robes underneath. His spells are the following: cause light wounds, and cause fear. That's it. He also has a scroll with 3 cleric spells on it: detect magic, hold person, and silence 15-foot radius. He has a potion of gaseous form, which he will use to escape through the boulder-filled corridor in Area 51. Cool. Yeah, you can just slide through the cracks of the boulders. That's cool. All right, so yes, there is at least one human in here. It doesn't say he has dark vision. Oh, here we go. There's more here. Location 59G is the anteroom where special visitors are entertained by the chief cleric. Okay, so there are other clerics. There are lavish furnishings here, although none are of particular value except for a golden flagon and cups. 2 zombies are on guard here. They once were third level fighters, so treat them as yada yada yada. They stand unmoving unless they are summoned by a chant from the temple area. Someone enters their area, or they are commanded by the evil priest. Okay. Guest chambers, nothing special. Yeah, it looks like there's just the one evil priest. Unless, 4 adepts. Adepts chamber. Okay, there are 4 adepts. All right, evil chapel. Hall of Undead Warriors. That is what it sounds like, I'm guessing. Just Undead Warriors. Acolytes chamber. 4 acolytes. Okay, so yeah, there are acolytes and stuff. I'm in the just barely enough lit sources for something to hide between camp. According to my sources, the only good aberrations are flumps. Yeah, well, there you go. A flump would have disadvantage. Well, attacking someone with an amulet of protection from good. I mean, that's an interesting magic item. You could have the whole slew of them. Amulet of protection from chaos, amulet of protection from good, evil, chaos, and law. Protection against hugs. Yeah. I mean, why not? All right, so I'm gonna say every other one of these arches has a torch sconce on it, and we're gonna go with the cold blue. Wait, isn't there a cold blue one? Oh, I think we have to make it ourselves. What's this? This is a... Ooh, that's cool. Oh, we could totally do that instead of sconces. That's actually kind of neat. I'm really not a hugger. This amulet ensures that you aren't either. Yes. All right, so I would say, like on either side of this door, we would have one. And probably on one side of this door. And probably on this side of the opening, the entrance. And then, oh, cool. And then it's just every other one, and it can alternate too. I think that's fine. So one there, and one there. Cool. Creepy. Okay, let's try atmosphere darkness. And get out of build mode. Close that. Ooh. I'm having trouble seeing because I have this light shining right in my face. There we go. It's not really helping with the green screen at all. This is the other light is enough. I don't know why I have that. It's just shining right in my eyes. Can't be good for me. Ooh. Spoopy. It's a spooky. Open. Oh, that's good. Opens into darkness. Oh yeah, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. So yeah, you can't see in. There must be magical darkness on the other side. I attack the darkness. That classic gem. Whoop. Oh, there we go. And the stairs that lead down into darkness. Yeah, having a party with dark vision, or most of the characters have dark vision, is very helpful in this dungeon, because this is it. This is what it would be if you couldn't see. It's just like, I'm in a corridor. I don't know where I am. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, our thing is... Whoop. Oh, there we go. We'll use Elminster. Perfect. And he has a torch, or at least a light spell, at the very least. There we go. Elminster. He won't steer us wrong. Yeah, and I kind of want to... I guess what I'm going to have to do is just cut away. So... Oh, perfect. It already cut away. So if I just lock it there, you won't see the level above. That's my only... That's my only thing with this. It's just I want to kind of prevent them from being able to see other areas when they're just walking around, because players have their own agency in TaleSpire. They can look around and stuff, so I mean they can adjust their own level and look at stuff, but so there's a level of trust with TaleSpire. Like, I'm going to trust you not to metagame and look at other areas that you're not supposed to be looking at, or if you do look at them, you ignore it. Oh, that's a dead end. Okay. Whoop. I like that his the spell effect on his staff is actually glowing. That's actually really, really cool. Does it still glow when you turn the torch off? It does. Wow. I didn't realize that effect carried over from Hero Forge. That's really cool. Or I forgot. Oh, stairs. Sorry, I'm just playing. Whoa, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Up. He's lost. He's lost to time. He's become unstuck in time. Where is he? Up. Is he? Oh, I know where he is. He's on the next level because, yeah. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back in the temple. All right, we did it. Cool. And open. And in we go. With a light source. Oh, we didn't even read what was in here. Is there anything in here? Oh, area 54. Let's see. Let me turn the lights back on here. Default sky. There we go. Turn off your torch. All right. Area 54. Studio 54. Acolytes chamber. There are 4 acolytes, first level clerics here. All dressed in rusty red robes with black cowls. Under these robes, each wears chainmail and a mace on his belt. Each carries 10 gold in their purse and the leader wears an leather. Oh, the leader wears an amulet of protection from good. So one of them. Let me see here. Effect of this amulet on living evil creatures. So I guess the caveat on the amulets is that you have to be of the opposed alignment to attune to them. There you go. That's kind of cool. And again, it only protects you from like outsiders. So Fae, Celestials, demons, devils, if they are of the alignment. stated in the item. It was just making all 4 evil clerics AC 4 as long as they are within 10-foot radius of the amulet. Oh wow. That seems broken. I would not do that. Their room contains 4 hard pallets, a brazier. Okay, so there's a brazier in here. A table, 4 stools, a cabinet for clothing, a water pail, a waste bucket, and a flagon of wine and 4 cups. There's nothing of value amongst these items. Oh, we got an actual description of what's in a room. You guys, we can do it. Well, do we want to do that? Yeah, let's wrap up the stream with some of that. Let's start placing some stuff, and we can also place the acolytes themselves, because why not? There we go. It took me a second to remember where they were. Human, and we want the dude in the robes. So this we could probably use as the leader. And then these guys can be the other 3. Look at that. Or this guy can be the main evil cleric, and we can just use the same thing for all the acolytes. All the acolytes use this many. Seems cool. Seems right. There aren't really many other options. So yeah, I guess that's, unless I go into Hero Forge and make one, which I could do, but I don't want to. Yeah. QFF win battle music. Oh, you mean? Did I get rid of that? I think I got rid of that. Yeah, I got rid of it. I used to have it. Oh wait, actually, it's in here. There it is. I moved it to my D&D soundboard. I have two folders on this thing. I have the fuckery soundboard and my D&D soundboard. My D&D soundboard has all the stuff that I would use for a D&D session, and the fuckery soundboard is just stupid shit. All right. Okay, so there are 4 acolytes. There's a recent Hero Forge pack that has bad dudes. Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? Okay, the room contains 4 hard pallets, so crappy beds. So we go in here. We go into furniture. Excuse me. Do they have? Because I know they have, or maybe just cots. We could just do cots. I'm fine with that. Because I know they have. It's miscellaneous. Oh, it's camping. It's in camping. There they are. It would just be like this. So So 4 of those. I would rather just do the cots, because if we do the cots, we can actually kind of do like bunk beds, which saves space. So we'll just do that. So this one, because it looks the most depressing. And do, whoops, whoa. Okay, there we go. And I guess that, and then that, and that. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Let's move it up slightly. There we go. All right, so 4 hard pallets, a brazier. Why are these asterisks? There are asterisks on all of these things. I don't know. Anyway, a brazier. That's under lighting. So lights. Oh, perfect. Right there. Brazier. What happened to my... Whoa. What happened? Oh. Okay. Freaked out. It freaked right the hell out. All right. So the brazier... Dr. Brazier Crane. Every time. Dr. Brazier Crane. Put it there-ish. There we go. Okay. It's got a brazier right in the middle. And... what else? Table, 4 stools, a cabinet for clothing, a water pail, a waste bucket. Don't want to mix those up. And a flagon of wine and 4 cups. All right, so I guess we go back to furniture. I should actually one asset should probably take care of all that. Oh wait, there's a table with stools, but is there a table with stools and cups? No, there's a table with chairs and cups, but we can take the table with stools, move it like here, maybe about there, and go to food and drink. And I think we've got, yep, there's a bunch of cups, flagon, and 4 cups. Whoops. Okay. My perspective was a little off there. There we go. Whoops. No. That's not correct. There we go. Excuse me. A flagon and 4 cups. Excuse me. A cabinet for clothing. Back to furniture. I know there is a cabinet. They've recently added one. Relatively recently. Hey, there it is. Cabinet for clothing. Boom. A water pail and a waste bucket. Yeah, don't want to mix those up. Let's see, where would that would it be? Miscellaneous exterior? Maybe fishing? Where'd they put? Oh, they added some stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot they added the corn stalks and the scarecrows. That's a new thing. Oh, what's this? A training dummy? A new statue. That's new. I didn't even know that existed. That's cool. Archery targets. You guys, they added archery targets for both hand axes and arrows. Wow, that's cool. Oh, here we go. Yes. Docks. It's under docks. So we have this bucket, which is presumably the waste bucket, which we're gonna put not near the beds, not near the table, probably way over here. I mean, where else are you gonna put it? And water bucket, we're gonna translate that into water barrel, just because. Where would that be? Would it be containers? Oh, there might actually also be... Oh, that's... Well, this is kind of a bucket, right? Nah, it's a big bucket. We'll keep the little bucket. Okay, and we'll say this is a water barrel. Sure. And put it here. Sure. All right, there you go. There's the Acolyte's Chamber. Cool. And Elminster is not there. Sorry. All right. Cool. Well, thanks guys for stopping by. That is it for today. For this week, we'll be back next Saturday, and I think I'm only going to be streaming one day a week, which is Saturday. Just because, you know, life is crazy. Got a lot of stuff going on. But it's going to be like kind of like this. I'm going to work on something that I need to work on, or want to work on, and also work on this. Or it could be Breath of the Wild, or it could be Mario Maker 2, because there's a project I'm undertaking on there that I would like to share, and I would like to set time aside to do. And it's sort of a catch, you know, two birds with one stone there. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. I don't really have an end spiel anymore. Since things are better now, but be safe. Be safe. If you feel the need to wear a mask, wear a mask. Obviously, if you have special circumstances like you're immunocompromised, definitely be careful out there. And just be awesome to each other. And we will see you next Saturday for more shenanigans. Take it easy. Hey, what's up? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and also hit the bell if you want to know when I post some new stuff. You can see some of my other stuff right over there on the screen.